Objective George. Apples and George is what it's all about. Oh my goodness, what was that? That was an odd thing to happen. Alright dude, look, it's just a little teeny ledge, man. Get over it. Alright guys, Iceman 3rd ID here. Welcome back to the channel. Excited to bring you some Battlefield 1 open beta footage. I got a lot to talk about and a little bit of time to do it, so I'm going to try to make this quick, okay? Alright, so my honest, no hype opinion about the game. What's wrong with the game? There's bugs and glitches all over the place. As you can see, the first 3 or 4 clips there, the wall mount functionality is kind of glitchy. Inside the vehicles, which I'm not going to show you here, but inside the vehicles you can see parts of the avatar arms on the inside of the vehicles. Player avatar equipment swings wildly in kill cams. It's really weird, but in a lot of my kill cams, when I die, and I don't think you see it in this video, but when I die, a lot of the kill cams show the person that kills you's equipment just swinging around their body for no reason. And there's no bullet drop. As you can see here from my sniper footage, I could be shooting clear across the map and the bullet's not going to drop at all. It seems like there's some reused animations from Star Wars Battlefront in here. Like the running animations, the ducking animations, all the movement animations are borrowed from Star Wars Battlefront. The UI is too much like Star Wars Battlefront. And here's why I got a problem with Star Wars Battlefront, right? Is because commercially, it was a success only because it was pre-packaged with PlayStations and with Xboxes, and you know, really there wasn't a whole lot of content in that game, and I think that DICE and EA should be trying to distance themselves as far as possible from Star Wars Battlefront. It didn't have a story. I mean, I could go on and on about why I didn't like Star Wars Battlefront. But this game feels a little bit too much like Star Wars Battlefront for me. The user interface is just like Star Wars Battlefront's user interface. Game chat is key to an online multiplayer game, and it seems like no one in this game either has figured out how to use it, doesn't want to use it, or it's broken. To put it that way, they need to make it more. They need to make it simpler to use in-game chat, because it's really key. Whoever has the best communication wins. Then you've got the controls plus the game world, right? It makes it that there's a weird dynamic, and I don't know how to explain it without you having a controller in your hand. But the controls plus the game world make the game feel like slick Play-Doh. It's weird, but it really does. It feels like slick Play-Doh. Alright, what does the game do right? There's expansive maps. There's no COD Nuketowns. There's no Call of Duty Nuketowns in here. The vehicle combat is awesome. The class variants have actual uses for each class variant. The progression pace is steady and solid as long as you do well in the game. It looks like a movie at times. This game really does look beautiful. It looks like a movie at times. I mean, the graphics are phenomenal. Are just phenomenal. 64 player lobbies. 64 players. These maps are so big that they can host 64 players and it doesn't feel crowded. Right? Call of Duty can never do that. Spawn system in this game feels fair. Right? Because you get to pick where you spawn. You get to pick who you spawn by, and that feels a lot more fair than just being thrown anywhere on the map kind of at random, except it's not at random, and then once people figure it out, they can just spawn camp you. Right? I haven't been spawn camped one time in this game so far, and I've played it for hours and hours. Right? How I think the game is going to do at launch, right? There's a few factors that are going to determine how this game does at launch. Server problems are going to be a huge factor, right? Because Battlefield has traditionally had server problems. Now, They could have learned from this and are planning on server problems, or are working to fix the issue before the issue arises, right? Day one DLC. If there's day one DLC for this game, it's gonna make a lot of people mad, right? Because day one DLC is a ripoff. It's content that could have been in the game, but was hidden behind a paywall, right? So they hide the content behind a paywall, so that you have to pay extra for content that should have been in the game day one, right? And microtransactions. If there's microtransactions, if there are weapons or classes hiding behind microtransaction paywalls, I think that's going to make a lot of people mad. Okay? And the last thing that they need to ride their success with this game out. The success that they've had, the early success that they've had, they need to ride it out, and they don't need to do anything early on in the launch of this game to make people mad. Now later on in the game, when you get the hardcore players still playing, if you want to add in some DLC or some microtransactions for like some in-game currency or something, fine, go ahead. And then the campaign. We haven't seen anything about the campaign, right? I have a feeling it's going to be a good campaign though, because it's based on real-world events. This is a World War I game, right? So if it's a World War I game, I don't imagine that they could really mess up the campaign. I mean, I suppose you could, but it'd be really hard. And then, finally, is this game a COD killer? Yes, I think it is, but only because of Activision, right? This game would not be a COD killer if it wasn't for Activision messing up so bad with Call of Duty, right? They've messed up so bad with Call of Duty that this might be a COD killer by default. I think Call of Duty's UI, user interface, is still better, and it's suited for grinding online multiplayer, right? The UI itself is better suited to grinding an online multiplayer experience, whereas like through the progression, and it's hard to imagine this game being a viable esports platform because the 32-player teams and squad-based communications. How would you put together a tournament for this game? You know, I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. And this is me getting run over by a tank. And thanks for watching the video, guys. If you like the video, like, favorite, share, subscribe for more Battlefield 1 open beta videos, and possibly some more Battlefield 1 videos in the future. I'm Iceman 3rd ID. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Sunshine for making this video possible. And I love this kill cam right here. Just love it. Ooh. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode.